Okay, guys. How's everybody doing? All right. So I did a couple videos recently making these little file folder mini journals. A couple, well, some are file folders. These are actually with the gift boxes, repurposed gift boxes. So I finished the red ones, and then I had finished all of these guys a couple days ago. So I've listed them in my shop, the ones that I'm going to sell. I'm not selling all of the ones that I made because I made a ton, okay? But, it was like, okay, I'm making them. I'm just going to make a ton. And it was sort of, a little bit of a destashing sort of thing, and just, I don't know, a bit of a personal challenge too, just to see if I could survive. So I did. And you know what? It really wasn't too crazy. These are very simple, you guys. These little journals are super simple. These ones with the book pages on the front are a little bit more complicated, a little more complex, just because some of them have pockets on the inside, and then the images and stuff. So I can't remember. I think I literally I literally made like 80 86 journals altogether, I think. So yeah, so I've got them listed in the shop, and I just did them by like type, kind of. Okay, so I didn't list each one separately. I did like the red ones, and then I did these floral ones, and then I did these because they've got flower pages on them. These have bird pages, and then the pink ones, which are more of a peachy pink, and then the black ones. So there's 4 of the black ones. One of them has an elastic on it. So when you order one of these, whoops, that was good. When you order one of these, they're going to be my choice. Okay. Since, I just listed the quantity that I have on hand, and I'll just send you one. All right. So each one has an envelope pocket in the center that I filled with little tags and stuff. And these are almost like naked journals, because they really don't have any embellishment at all. I did use vintage papers in them. These are, from some old notebooks from like 50s and 60s. It's a little address book. Repurposed stuff. Okay, so a lot of this is from file folders or, thrifted items that I've picked up and just made into little journals, because that's what I like to do, and I just think it's fun. So yeah, so this is basically what's going on. In the description, in the listings, it tells you how many pages and stuff there are, and surfaces and that kind of stuff. So yeah, so there's 4 of these. I did the little Denison style label on the covers of most of these, not the tall ones, but all of these have one of those little labels attached with eyelets. Most of them are at the top, but some are kind of on the side. I don't know. I just thought I'd mix it up a little bit. And then, so some of them I left a little bit wider and left the little tab from the file folder. These were Cavallini file folders that I had picked up, and yeah, I don't know. I just thought they were really pretty and didn't know what else to do with them, so I made them into journals. So anyway, so there's 4 of this like peach pink color, 4 of the black, and then I think I did 13 of these. I held back some of these for future use, but these are You know, these are Cavallini file folders also. So if you like this, you know, you could find these file folders online. And I had a ton of this particular style, so I made a bunch of little tags and stuff out of them too. There's some printed images in these from some of Tracie's digital kits. And then there's one from a digital file that I have in my Etsy shop too. So yeah, so I think there's 13 of this particular style, and these are all just closed with cotton twine. Okay, so yeah, so you'll see these in there, and those, yeah, I think 13. So then this style is a green, one of the hanging file folders, you know. So these I did a tab on the front and then glued a bird guide, field guide image on the front, and then stitched around it, and then added the little label. These don't have a pocket on the inside, but they do have the envelope pocket that's filled with tags and stuff. Okay. And then I think I did a dozen pages in each one. There's some printed stuff in here too. So, but mostly just, you know, mostly this is like overstock, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but they're pages that I had cut for other journals. This was like extra stuff, so I just wanted to use it. So those the green ones. The green ones have birds on them. Okay, the beige color, brown color folder or files, they have a pocket on the inside cover, just because I love that part of it, so I just wanted to leave it. They also have the envelope. So I didn't do a tab on these. These have a tab. These don't, because these have a pocket. I priced these the same. All right, they're the same price. But these have a flower, and then, yeah, same stuff basically. Just fun, you know. They're mini. These are pocket. These are like pocket size. Okay, so they measure 5 3/4 by, for the most part, 4, I think. Yeah, 5 3/4 by 4 1/4 wide. Some of these are going to be a little bit different as far as the width. Most of these are almost 6 inches by about 4.5, you know, to 5, depending on if they have a tab on right there. So yeah, I think there was 23 of these ones that I listed. Okay, so these ones are all just from the same book. I just used an image. All of these are from the same flower field guide. And then some have black cotton twine, some have white. I did, you know, I guess I mixed it up a little bit on some of these, but yeah, so that's those. And then I just did a video where I was making these red ones. So these ones are a little bit different. They're taller. They've got a pocket on the inside, front and back, and then a little charm with a, you know, jump ring and a little dice or something. This is feed sack fabric that I used on the front. Just did some stitching and then a little string closure. I just made these little charms out of the leftover paper from those. I was going to do tickets, and I did make some tickets, but I decided on just this little charm to use as the closure. So these are all ledger papers, and these are just, you know, offcuts from ledger paper and grid papers, and end papers from books, like, you know, just the blank papers that are at the beginning and end of different books. When I get them, I always save those. And then, you know, as I go through books that I'm using the pages out of, I always save the blank pages to use for, you know, for paper. And then these all have a little envelope pocket in the center. Okay. So these are all stitched together. They've got a long, I used a double strand of wax cotton on these, so you get, you know, space to add charms or whatever, if that's what you want to do. And then, yeah, so these are kind of cool. I like them. I really like how they came out. And these measure 7 3/4 by about 3 3/8. Okay. So yeah, so there's 10 of these guys in the shop right now. I made 16, but I'm holding back a few of them for different reasons. I might be giving some of these to some people in my family, so just to sort of break them into the whole junk journal idea, you know. Yeah, so I was pretty excited to get these all done, and you know, sometimes I just get a wild hair and just go nuts, and it was a good time to do it because I hadn't done minis for November yet. So I guess we'll call these, I didn't officially call them November monthly minis, but at least this way, if I don't do any other minis in November, that's what these are. So anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to let you know, $35 purchase gets you free shipping in my shop. So these won't say free shipping on an individual one, but if you spend $35, you get free shipping. Okay, so there, that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, I'll just keep this really super short, and I'll tell you guys that I love you and I appreciate you. And oh, I did want to say thank you to everybody that purchased the Reader's Digest journals. Sorry that they, you know, they went pretty quick. So I mean, I'm not sorry, but you know, if you wanted one of those, I'm willing to look at taking requests for those. I don't normally do custom stuff. I normally don't. I don't know. Sometimes I have a hard time with it. But if you liked those Reader's Digest journals and you like the style and that kind of stuff, that's something that I'm willing to talk about taking some requests on, some like pre-order requests. I'm not going to say custom necessarily, but I am willing to look at the possibility of making more of those if I have if the interest is there, and you know, enough that, you know, I feel like I could justify making another series of Reader's Digest journals sooner than later. You know what I mean? So so let me know via email. I'll leave my email in the description on this video if you would like a Reader's Digest journal that is very similar to the ones that I just had. So, and we can communicate via email on those. Okay? All right, guys. I love you. Bye for now.